How you doing? It's been a week since I've seen you, and I missed you. Thank God you're back. It's been busy times. We had a reprieve on our weather. It blew right off. It's beautiful stuff here in the Northeast. We did have a little rain yesterday, but it didn't affect me none. So what I've been doing is trying to get everything done for winter that didn't get done. As you guys know, or most of you probably, we have a herd of horses, mules, donkeys that have to be taken care of. Well, fences need to be built and repaired. Barn needs to be maintained. There's things you got to do to take care of these. Haul hay. It isn't just that. You're buttoning up your house. You're doing everything that's been let go. Well, at the same time, I've got vehicles that need to be worked on, equipment. I hadn't serviced my tractor since last year, and that was starting to tell on it. My main tractor. I'm going to give you guys a ride on that. It's a 1947 Farm All H. Well, it's got a wide front end, which they didn't come with a wide front end, but it's got a wide front end under it, and off a newer one. It's still old, and it's got the old trip bucket for a loader. I don't have any trouble running this stuff, but I had somebody watching me that's got modern tractors, and it's like, Harv, you look so busy on that thing every second. So maybe I ought to take you for a ride. We got more to do. We really do. I need a few more days. Honestly, guys, I'm tired, and I'm happy at the same time, and I love you guys. I just want you to know that. I knew there was going to be some breaks this fall and coming into winter, and there would probably be one more. This is accepted fact. I've got some video to show you. I wasn't going to show it. I looked at it. I kind of spread it around amongst several people. And we was running the Poulan Pro 45 of Buckin Billy's and Junkyard Dog. But they didn't get it. It's pretty big, hard maple, sugar maple. It's old growth. The rings are real tight. It's been down a while. But what it is, if you don't have anything like that, if you've never cut this stuff up when it's hard as a rock, I mean, it's hard enough when it's green, but you let that set 6-7 years, and boy, is that, especially with soft ground, it just petrifies. And saws are not impressive cutting that. Everybody likes to see cookies, and they like to see softwood and stuff like that, and which was a great, awesome video. I love to see a saw just rip through something. But I'm going to go ahead and show it against my better judgment, because I'm going to bank on the fact there's enough of you guys in the Northeast to have this hard maple that know what that old growth cut like when it was bad enough when it's standing, but when it gets dried out, when it's off the ground, oh my. And I did run Junkyard Dog in it. Now what was interesting, I made one cut in that with Junkyard Dog, and I hit a hollow spot, which really gave me a little bit of a break, because I was just about ready to quit with that saw. I didn't do a lot of cutting. It was a test and tune session, and so I hope you enjoy just seeing it. But something important that I wanted you to know about that video is when you see what's left of an old post and beam construction barn behind me there, that was just the end this way. There was a long section of barn, and then there was another great big one. It was all hay barn right behind it when I was a little kid, and these were very large barns. And those of you who's been around a while remember the story of me getting scared out of my wits with a buddy of mine. There was three of us, and we ran into that barn, and we ran into one of them great horned owls. You know, they're pretty tall, and they're pretty bassy. We run in there, and we could see him in the moonlight, and we stopped, and he hooted, ooh. I'll tell you what, we about crapped ourselves. We jumped straight in the air, screamed, and ran. Left him standing there all by himself because we could see an object, but we couldn't tell what it was. And he's saying who, and I said, not me. Anyway, that story right there, that was that barn that happened in. That was actually what you see. There was one post sticking up and then one over. That was actually the drive-through part of the barn, and that's where we ran in. They used to have nice big barn doors on it. And it was, oh, I tell you what, it's good times growing up here when I was a kid. You can just see that. We had more to get into. And there was a few of us that used to play together. And, when you live out in the country, this is what was grand about it. You were creative as children. You really were. And it didn't matter, and I've said this before, but I'll say it again. It didn't matter whose yard or whose property you were on. They were your parents. They were in charge of you when he was there. It was just like if you was at home. You minded your manners. You played well together. If the owners of that property says it's time for you to go home, they probably meant it. If there was supposed to be punishment doled out, they'd either A, take care of it, or B, call your parents. And most times I'd just assume they just took care of it right there. I'd be done with it. That's the way it is. But, so I hope you enjoy that. And Chainsaw Conservation Components have sent us this, and I found out what I'm used for. Weisco. This is for $3.95, $3.94. If you happen to see right over there, right about there, there's one right there and then one right there. A pair of 394s. I believe both of them have good cylinders. You're going to see this go on one of them. You're going to see a good build. One, I want to remain stock when I do it. This is this winter, okay? This ain't right now. It's later. We have a lot of fun stuff. We've got several saws to finish with you guys. I've got that Blue Thunder that we're in the finishing touches. That's going to be next week. You'll see that. Hopefully we get to run that if it ain't raining. I got to get that saw out of here. And I've got this 272 that I was working on the last video. It appears that it sucked the case seal. So I got to split the cases on that. And there's some things you do in there while you're in there. It makes it a little better saw, which I'll share that with you. Them old saws, it happens. I don't care what it is. Once in a while, that's a nice running saw, but I want that gone. I got to run Hogan's little saw with that new pipe muffler on it, and I got to send that back. He getting into more tree work, bucking boy Hogan. Tin Man's kicking it, and I'll tell you why he's kicking it, as he's building good saws. That's why, and he's a nice guy. I'm so glad you guys are watching him. That freaking little home light he sent bucking, that rips though. It does. Can't wait to see what you got next in, man. It's going to be cool. I don't know if we're making a video tomorrow. I may. I got something really cool that I'd like to share with you if it's dry enough. And actually, Saturday, I want to tell you one thing. Saturday, we were making that video where we was cutting. When I came home, I come home to a hornet's nest. I just, in more ways than one, trust me. But we have new horse stalls, new barn for the horses. It's about 3 years old. Well, we've had them draft horses, and they're tough on barns. But we did 6-inch posts, set posts. But the back wall in the one stall came unhinged. Yeah, it did. And so I had to take care of that. I wanted to run more. You'll hear me say in the video that I wanted to run saws. We got a lot of firewood up there we want to get rid of and trim back the fence lines. This just every year you got to do this stuff. And I got 2 trees to drop there. So we're just going to run both of them saws. We're going to do that at a later date, the next time I get in there. And so I didn't run any more Saturday. And then from there, it was just I was going from one thing to another. And it was nice weather. We're going to try to get a ride in Saturday. I don't know if it's going to happen with the dirt bikes. And we'll probably make a little footage, but I'm not really concerned about showing it because I know it's going to be muddier than heck over there where we ride. If we get something good, maybe we'll show you little bits and pieces. Maybe just show you the bikes or something. I see there's a bunch of you that hasn't seen them yet. But I'm learning something about YouTube. Time management is very important. You still got a life, you still got a home. And things you got to be taken care of. And sometimes we forget. So I'm trying to get a nice balance between being with you guys and being with my family. And I know you guys respect and understand that. And I thank you for that. And I'm going to get better at this. Hopefully I don't get worse. My goodness sakes. But I feel like sometimes I rush out here to the saw room to just work. And Barb says, we got to have this and this taken care of. Yeah, okay, I'll get to it. The next day, I've saved a couple things. I'll get to it. Best thing I could do, right then, take care of business. That's my bad, that's the way it is. That's my bad. So I'm rushing out here, and I'm rushing trying to do other things, and I'm rushing time management. I got to get a better schedule, and I'll get it. I know what to do. I know it has to be done. But I'm not going to quit YouTube. I'm just going to get better at this. We do have some work coming up in the woods, so we'll be sharing that at some point. I can't wait till all these saws that aren't mine personally are not here anymore. Unless I've already talked to you, for 1 year, I want to build these creative saws and build this fun stuff. We might even build a freaking band mill. I've got it on my mind. I tried to talk to Barb and Colin about it, and they can't, And Barb says, well, you was going to do that once, and you went and bought a mess of stuff, and you never finished. You might just as well. So we just might. I probably wouldn't start that till in February. But you can build your own band mill. It's not that hard. They're not complicated. It's just one step at a time. It doesn't take that long. It takes about 100 hours to put one together right with one person. If I can do it, if I can buy one cheaper than I can build it, I'll do that. And that counts my time too, Okay. Well, I've got to feed horses because Barb's not here today. So I better get this taken care of. I want to patch this video together best I can and just get it out to you. I love you guys. And I'm so happy you're here. And I'm so happy that you've all subscribed. I'm so happy. That really helps us. It does a lot. Yeah. I'll turn the TV off. Don't watch the news. It's all crap anyway. It's all lies. Don't let your blood pressure get up like mine did. Oh, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I got something to say about this stuff. And I will say it when the time's right. Thank you. I'm going to leave the goodbye for the end of the video because I'm not going to make another clip of goodbye. So this is a goodbye for right now, and enjoy watching these chainsaws run in this hard maple. Thank you so much. Okay. Test and tune with Buckin Billy's Poulan Pro 455. We're going to run Junkyard Dog with a key to the bush muffler too. I want a little test and tune with that. I haven't had either saw into big enough wood. Okay, what this is sugar maple, hard maple. It's old growth. Anybody that lives in the Northeast or any region that has this, they know what it's like. It's pretty tough. Now, this has been down quite a while, so it is spalded some. So, more than it was a few years ago. I was watching a guy try to cut this up and he gave up. But so that'll help us a little bit. But I just trimmed a piece off the end where that they made their knots. Nah, that wasn't very soft. But test and tune. Let's just see. So this is the first run out with this. We gotta let it warm up a bit. Holy crap, is that hard? You know something? I don't think I'm running junkyard dog in this. I don't think you can take the pressure. I'm going to let that have a bit of a cool down. We'll cut some more of this. But boy, I'll tell you, that pulls hard in this. Did you see the shower of sawdust is just pouring out like crazy? What do you think, Colin? Is this a good one or what?
Seems like it did all right to me, I'll tell you that.
Well, I know how hard this stuff cuts. I think it's just amazing. It's just absolutely amazing. We're going to show this in different types of wood today. This is as gnarly as you can get as far as I'm concerned. You got to give them a little breather when we're making a pull as hard as we just did. That's just something else. We'll be right back with you here in just a bit. My plug now. So I'm going to take this. I shut it off real clean so I can read my plug. We'll be right back with you with this reading. Okay, we pulled our plug. See the color? That's extremely light tan. I wouldn't want it any lighter than that. But that's where the saw is making good power. Reed saws have a tendency. I'd like it would be nice to have it just a little darker. But I'm afraid if I richen this, which I may just a little bit, just to get that color to change. It takes a good 30 seconds of running hard to make your plug color change. And this is running hard right in here. This is brutal on this. So what I'm going to do is let this saw get a break. I'm going to get old junkyard dog warmed up with that muffler right over there on it. The key to the bush. Now, that's a lot of saw right there. But I'm going to be easy on this saw too, because that's new. We're just going to pussyfoot. It's test and tune. That's what it's all about. We'll be right back. That saw, I know for a fact how hard that cuts. And I can't cut like I can with that 455 with that. That's a fast saw, that one is. Junkyard Dog is. With that pipe, that's fast. I'm going to tell you what I found out about both saws. This is a 70-degree perfect day in the Northeast. You couldn't ask for better. Got a light wind kicking up. That's all right. These saws get hot quick. Real quick. I think we're going to move to another area to finish our test and tune. Because this is the kind of wood you blow saws up in. I'll tell you that right now, guys. It is. But it's perfect for seeing and reading your plugs. And that's what this whole thing's all about. Thank you.